Hey everyone, thanks for joining us this evening. We have another special reveal today. We're going to go live to the reveal of the Bollinger Motors electric off-road vehicle. It's an exciting vehicle. They're just revealing it right now. As you can see from the stream, they're getting the proceedings underway. A lot of electric vehicle enthusiasts, the executives from the company, they've all come together and we can't wait to see what this vehicle looks like. I'm Greg Migliori. This is Joel Stocksdale. We're going to bring you all the details and all the analysis, so let's listen in.
Be joyful. And I just dropped it all, and I just said, I don't care what I say tonight. You got it in the press kit. I'm just joyful that you were all here. And that I'm still standing. So, it's all good, it's all good. So, thank you, journalists. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. A lot of you flew in, drove in, walked across town. However you got here, for you to take the time to spend this evening with us is really close to my heart. I have my entire family here from Pittsburgh, the entire family. My entire family from Texas. I have to go back to Pittsburgh, you gotta be louder. All right. So, all I know is that it's been 22 months working on this truck and the amazing team that you're gonna meet in a little bit. It's been an unbelievable amount of work, the amount of hours and all-nighters, everything that this team has done. And that's just 22 months. Really, this has been a childhood dream of mine for over 40 years. And every time I came up trying to write down what I wanted to talk about tonight, I just kept going off of me and thinking about all the people who have been in my life for this 40 years. So thank you all for being here, from my family to my dear friend from junior high who heard about the Bollinger all the time, my family, college friends who I went to school for industrial design. Maria and Dave. I went to school for industrial design when I wasn't quite sure what that meant, that my parents were okay with that. To friends here in the city, for my 25 years here in the city, to people upstate. So I'm not mentioning everyone by name, but I will forget if I do that. So all I could think of was like, okay, great, you have a childhood dream, but it's not anything until you have the right people in your life to be there for you. So I'm all about the joy of having you all here tonight, and we're going to show you tonight a lot of stuff about the truck in videos, so I'm not going to be talking about all the specs here tonight because I'll forget them. So thank you so much for being here and for supporting me and letting me talk right now and be a part of your life. I appreciate it. Now that I'm a little calmer, maybe I can talk about the truck. The truck, the company is only a few years old. We started it up in Hobart, New York. If you have any idea where that is, it's in the middle of nowhere. Take a left. And this is just an idea of like researching into what we could do automotively, because again, this was my childhood dream. That was in 2014. In 2015, Carl joined the team, and that's when it really took off. October 5th, 2014 is when the idea came to have a truck that was going to have it all and beat what's out there. Because on a farm that I have with Simon, he has with me, is the idea that we had pickups, I've had Jeeps, I've had S10 Blazers, and the thing they all have in common is that they kind of suck. So the idea was, what if you build a truck from the ground up, clean sheet of paper, and you just put in there what you need and what you want. And so we'll show you how it built and came around. But the team, I'm insanely indebted to because they made it happen. And so without further ado, I'm going to introduce the team. That's cool. So because even though I'm standing here and my name's up on the wall, it's really not about me. So first up is Carl Hacken, Chief Engineer. John Hutchison, Engineer. C.J. Winiger, Engineer. Ross Compton, Designer. Luck Pham, Systems Engineer. Dan Aliberti, Engineer. Ken Miller, Welder. Last but not least, Jeff Holland, Marketing, Communications. So it's almost a kind of an order of when people came on board to the team, but like I said, everything took off when Carl started, and it became a real company at that point, and that was June of 2015. So since October 5th, when we got the idea together and started the idea then, it's been 22 months. So the idea that what you're going to see tonight, this incredible machine that has everything in it you want and nothing else you don't want, is incredible that these guys were able to engineer this and build this in that amount of time. So anything major I'm missing, other than all the specs. So what we're going to do is we have a few things to show you tonight, and we'll start now. Here it is. So now that you've seen the outside, we have a video to show you what's on the inside, and some more after that. So here we go.
Okay, so we've seen the vehicle, really impressive looking. It's got that old school retro vibe, like a Wrangler, Bronco, any number of things. Impressive specs, a lot of cool features too. Joel, what's your take?
It looks pretty cool. I'm impressed with the specs on it. I mean, it's got locking diffs. It's got 33-inch tires. It sounds like it's going to have some solid off-road capability.
Yeah, I think so too. It's this is definitely a purpose-built vehicle, something that you can take on the ranch, take on great open spaces. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, very true to drive, a serious off-roader. Design is pretty impressive. It comes in a couple of different configurations, as you can see from some of these. Some of the videos that we're seeing here, and I think this is also going to be a bit of a sort of a different kind of luxury. It's going to be a statement. So let's get back to the reveal.
So as you can see, it's hard to talk about the truck until you saw it. So I couldn't really say much before the reveal, and then so there it is. And the idea behind the whole truck was on a farm wanting a vehicle that was utilitarian and could get around the farm in 3 feet of snow, the whole deal. So the ground clearance, the pass-through door to hold 20-foot boards, the plywood. It acts as a pickup truck. It's amazing off-road. I wanted the pickup features. The team, they all have great, amazing backgrounds in off-road, building race trucks and such. So this marriage of me wanting this and them bringing that is what this is. So the B1 is one truck that is both, and that's the premise. So, so anyway, thank you so much. It was a quick presentation, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did. And so stick around because there's going to be a ton of food coming out, lots of drinking and music. And I forgot to start it off by saying how nice my mom looks tonight. And everyone looks wonderful. So thank you so much. If you want to get up and get a drink and such, Jeff's going to come up and talk to the press about.
Yeah, just real quick. Hey, how about one more great round of applause for the team and for Robert here on this awesome truck.
Okay, so they're wrapping things up there from the Manhattan Car Club in New York City. It's a great place. I've been there. Very cool. And what you're seeing now is the vehicle. We now know the name, the B1. I think it's everything we expected. It's a true off-roader. It's got that retro feel, some really impressive features. I think it's going to cater towards a market of serious enthusiasts. The specs are impressive, Joel, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure. It's rated at 360 horsepower with 472 pound-feet of torque. And
that's serious. That's legit.
Yeah, for sure. And loads of torque, which will be awesome off-road.
Yeah.
They're estimating a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds and a top speed of 127 miles an hour, which isn't too shabby for a really squared off boxy SUV.
I agree. I mean, we're looking here, it could tow 6,100 pounds. The ride height could go up and down from 10 to 20 inches. That's impressive. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about the reveal of the Bollinger Motors B1. This is an upstart electric automaker. They're getting out into that technology and making it for a group of enthusiasts who want the electric technology but also want to take it off-road. We've got the full story. It's on our site, autoblog.com. Everything you might want to know about this, it's there. Written excellent piece by our John Snyder. He's the Green Car editor. So definitely head there and read all of that good stuff. Other things here, there's two different kinds of battery packs. You've got the 60 kilowatt hours, which is 120 miles, 100 kilowatt hour pack, which gives you 200 miles of range. So, you can legitimately drive this thing. I think what's really cool about this, too, is they're getting this out ahead of the Ford Bronco. Now, I don't think that's related, but this is still coming at a time when SUVs are hot. There's a market for this type of thing, and it's got that retro look. This is what everybody wants the Bronco to look like, at least what a lot of our readers are hoping and expecting. So I think they got the styling right, and the timing is certainly good, too. The brakes are kind of cool. Joel, that's a feature you can explain?
Yeah, so for some reason, this has inboard brake discs, which isn't something that's very common on a lot of modern cars. Most of them, you find the brakes, they're right behind the wheel, on the hub. In this case, they're kind of at the base of the axle, close to like where you'd find the differential. The advantage there is that it reduces unsprung weight, which hampers ride and things like that, because you have a lot of mass on the wheel if you've got the brakes down there, and it's a lot of inertia. It doesn't respond as quickly.
That's a really interesting take. I can't wait to hear why they decided to go this route. Really interesting strategy. Also, they're serious about this being an off-roader and a work vehicle. The interior could be hosed down. So that pretty much tells you all you need to know. They expect this vehicle to get dirty, to get rough and tumble. I would love to take this on the Rubicon.
Yeah, the off-road capability looks really impressive. As we already mentioned, it's got locking differentials front and rear, which is great for additional traction. Comes with 33-inch off-road tires right off the bat. It's got electronic disconnecting sway bars, which is a big deal because off-road, when
you need them.
When you've got the anti-roll bars tied to each end, you don't get as much wheel travel. And if you can just flip a switch and they disconnect, then you get a whole lot more travel, and it's easier to get off-road.
Yeah, excellent points. Looking at different Facebook feeds here, a lot of people want to know what the price is. So do we. We expect that to be announced later this year. Of course, at Autoblog, we'll be the first to bring that to you. My take is, even though this is definitely a sport utility truck, it's a vehicle, I still feel like they're a smaller manufacturer, obviously. This is going to cost a little bit of money, probably. They want it to be a style statement. To me, it looks like a luxury vehicle, sort of in a different sense. It's that rough and ready sort of luxury, if you will, the Eddie Bauer or the REI sort of luxury style. And I think they definitely they got this one right. It looks cool. So again, stay tuned on the pricing. Looking through a bunch of different social feeds, commenters love this thing. We've got So Good. We've got You Hit It Out of the Park. It's one person that's just saying, congratulations, guys. So, a lot of positive vibes coming towards Bollinger's way. It's going to be interesting. Timing it's still a little ways off. So, we certainly can't wait to drive this thing. And, any final thoughts, Joel?
Well, I did notice that one of our commenters mentioned that it does look kind of like a Land Rover Defender, and it definitely does. And it shares another thing with the old school, like Land Rover LR2s and things like that, or I forget if it's the LR2s. Anyway, the early versions of the Defender, had an aluminum body. This one's got an aluminum body.
I think they took a lot of the things that, like, the enthusiast in us. They just took all of those parts, that like iconic off-roader, and they kind of put them all together, and I think it looks good. So we're going to have to leave it right there. Thank you for being with us all day today with this reveal, and of course the reveal of the Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's been a busy day here at Autoblog. We hope you like this style of coverage. He's Joel Stocksdale. I'm Greg Migliori. Thanks for being with us.